On Two Wheels is brought to you by the following sponsors: Victory Motorcycles, the new American motorcycle; Hunter Motorcycles, never conform; Triumph, go your own way; Suzuki, way of life; Adventure Cams, suppliers of Sena Bluetooth headsets. This is the Suzuki M109R. This is an absolutely amazing machine. 109 cubes, that's what it's got. So it's one of the biggest motors straight out of the crate that cruisers have. So 109 cubes, so nice size. It's got a 240 rear tyre, so that gives you plenty of stability on the bike without going too big where you start getting a little bit of wallowing around corners. It makes it very, very easy to handle. As you can see, it's extremely low. So you can plant both feet on the ground, even, again, as I always mention, bit of a short arse, but you know, that makes a difference on a bike. Easy to reach pegs, very, very easy. It's just a beautiful handling motorcycle. Even at a low speed, you can control it quite easily. I really like the new idea of the flat bars on them. They really, really do work extremely well. It gives you, I think, far more feeling through the bike, far more control on the machine as well. I haven't actually ridden this one, but I did actually ride a friend's motorcycle, which was very, very similar to this. It's actually the earlier model. This is the brand new model. As you can see, it's a beautiful blue colour, and they do other colours as well, obviously. They do have some good instrument panels on them. You've got your gear change as well, so it actually tells you what gear you're in, which I think is a great idea, because I'm often, when I'm riding around, forget which gear I'm in. So it does actually give you that information up on the screen as well. Again, the only thing I don't like is the speedo down on the tank, but that's just my preference. I like a speedo up in front of you. You have the rev counter up in front of you, but you have the speedo down on the tank, which of course always means you've got to take your eye off the road to look down. It's got plenty of adjustments on the speedo. You can do all sorts of different setups, times. You can trip meters, all that sort of stuff. Absolutely superb. Twin disc brakes at the front. Now those twin discs at the front work extremely well. They're going to pull you up with no problems at all. You don't get any dipping of the forks. There's a very, very long travel on the forks as well, so you don't get any dipping or anything like that. It's a very, very positive front brake. It's only got a single rear disc, of course, but that's ample to just slow you down. Most of the time you're going to be using your front to slow down. You've also got a shaft drive, which is incredible. I mean, obviously shaft drive bikes, I reckon it saves you all that wear and tear on chains and belts and everything. Shaft drives are just so, so good. 5-speed gearbox. There's times when I think it could do with a 6, but the fifth speed in the gearbox is adequate. It is great for cruising. It's very, very good for cruising. These bikes are absolutely ripe for customizing. I've seen some amazing custom jobs done on these. Certainly our guys at Redback Choppers have done an amazing custom job on one of these. We'll see that in the new series of On Two Wheels coming up. You'll see some stuff there from Redbacks in Geraldton. If you're a sports bike rider and you're just getting a bit fed up with all that down there and your wrists are going, it's a great transition to go from a sports bike to one of these. You've got all the performance you'll need. You've got an 1800 engine. It's got so much torque and power. You're gonna enjoy it. It's not like a sports bike to ride, but it's the closest thing you're going to get. It's very, very similar in shape to the Harley Davidson V-Rod, but I actually think this is a better shape and a better design. They've certainly got it right. Suzuki have certainly got it right. You know, with all their expertise in the Gixxer all these years, their sports bikes and their fantastic performing engines, they've really got it right in this machine. It's great fun and it really is a nice bike. So get down to your local dealer. If you're in WA, I certainly suggest you come down to Savage, because they've got one of these sitting there ready for you to take for a test ride, as with all their bikes. We'll be looking at some more of their bikes a little bit later on in the series, so make sure you keep watching. We're certainly looking at the GSXR, and we're going to be looking at the brand new V-Strom. My very first bike I've ever owned in Australia was the V-Strom. Back then, I wasn't that keen on it, but the new model is absolutely stunning. We'll be looking at that later on in the series. But for now, go and have a test ride. M109R. You will love it.